G'day everyone, it's T-Nick back here again in Transport Fever. You join us just outside of San Bernardino, where we wait for one of our poor old passenger trains to slog up that hill we built in the last part. There he goes. He's actually not having too much of a difficult time with it at all. I thought it was quite a significant grade, but he's really not troubled by it at all. How many people are on board? 27. Yeah, you're doing all right. Now, if you'll remember last time, we had a bit of a quandary. Yeah, I know. That's a cool word. Boom. We couldn't get a line from San Bernardino to Boston directly because of this cattle line getting in the way. Now, if we look at these trains here, are you the really old one? No, you're only 17. Are you the really old one? I think you're only 2. Okay, well, that's a bad example. Where's the really old one gone? It's not this one either. You do sound good slogging up the grade, though. Good work. We've actually got more trains on that line than I thought we did. Oh, I thought we only had about 3. There's the really old one. Hello. Yeah, you are. You poor old thing. Yeah, so that was the problem. This cattle line was sort of getting in the way. And where are you off to? Oh, you're the food line. Oh. Well, there you go. The really old train wasn't even on the line. I was going to... Oh, well, spoiler alert, I'm going to rip it up. Because it is in the way of progress. I think I can better off just divert this farm somewhere else. Unfortunately, we'll stop food deliveries into Tucson, so we're going to have to find a new form of goods to deliver into Tucson. But yeah, I'm gonna. This line's had its time. I'm going to take it out of action. And that will free up the landscape for us to extend our passenger line from Boston up and around here and on to San Bernardino. We might have to do a bit of fiddling around with freight trains to make that happen. But yeah, so we are going to... It's such a profitable line, though. I sort of feel bad about getting rid of it. Finances. Yeah, look at that. It is just consistently delivering. Maybe we can find a solution. No, there is no solution. There's just nothing we can do about it. But I want to fix it. No, we are going to have to get rid of it. We do have access to other food processing plants. Of course, not in the immediate area. There's one all the way up here near Plano and another one near Lakewood. And we've also got these 2 over here near Ventura. So, this one here was centrally located and ideal for all our purposes, but I think it's played its part and it is time to send it by the wayside. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select this line and figure out how to send everyone to the depot. We'll actually have to do it this way here. Make sure we're looking at the right line. Yeah. Off you go. To the depot, please. Unable to find path to depot. That's more of a you problem than a me problem. Which train is having the struggle street? Well, you really don't like that hill, do you? Well, you should find it easy to get to a depot now. So we'll shut that line down. Bye-bye. We don't have any food waiting over here, do we? No, not really. Well, we'll shut this line down too. Just going in hard. Just no mercy. Send everyone to the depot and sell them. Scrap the line. We will revisit this farm later. This farm has been very good to us, and it's nowhere near its maximum production. But it is kind of holding up progress. And I need to get rid of it. I'm sorry. Been very good to us. But yeah, so we now need to make sure that we've got our line coming through Boston. We will need some more platforms down here as well. So what are we going to need? What are we looking at the moment? We've sort of got 2 going at the moment. So we're going to need another platform for trains coming down this way. So that's 1. And another one for trains going the other way. So that's another 2 platforms down here, please. So can we upgrade it, or is it going to have a pink fit? Let's see, 5 tracks. So far, so good. So far, it's not protesting, and it's not too expensive either. It's going to let me have all my street connections. Can I add an extra one? I can. It's not gonna protest. Boom, make it happen. Just yeah, do that thing, and look at that potential there. Look, we've even got a couple of trains coming in to visit. Hello. We should probably connect that road up before we forget. We'll just sort of keep it straight. Keep it straight. Is that even going to line up? That's not going to line up very well, is it? No, I've managed to knacker that pretty succinctly, as expected, so I'll just chuck a bit of road in. No, that's really not what I wanted to do. There was already a road here. Why are you demolishing a building when there was already a road there? See? That doesn't require demolishing a building. Fine then. Yeah, so we've connected this up here. Which track do we need? We've still got the Eastern Suburbs line turning around here. Something I was thinking about is including the Eastern Suburbs line in our circle, maybe sending it up to Tucson, back down to San Bernardino, and then back around to Orange as well. The big issue there being this canyony thing here that Minneapolis has sort of dropped in the bottom of. So I think it'll continue turning around at Boston Main Station there, but we will need to connect them. So I added 2 tracks. Oh, that's right, that was the freight track there. I was thinking I added 2 platforms, but only 1 track actually wants to be joined in Holy Matrimony, or Points, or whatever it is. Now, can we connect that up before the signal? Probably not. We're going to need to double track this anyway, so we'll just run another track up the hill. I said run another track up the hill. Like that. There we go. We're going to have to make sure everyone will connect up to the correct platform, of course. And we will eventually be quad tracking out to this corner. But obviously we won't be quad tracking the bridges just yet. I can probably demolish this bit here because we're not actually using this freight line anymore. May as well knock down the whole thing with some liberal use of the bulldozer tool. No, I want to get rid of that. Yes, please. Bye-bye. And get rid of that as well. Yep, it's like we were never there. Yeah, so we're gonna have to. I'll probably send the Eastern Suburbs line in over here because this I would like to snap. You're not going to snap, are you? No, of course not. I'd like to snap it so it's come around the corner, and then it sort of spears off to its requisite platform. Not like that. No. Maybe we'll just have to have it come in parallel and then sort of do that ugly sort of thing there. But that's not what I wanted. But. We'll just deal, won't we? We'll just deal. Yeah, okay. So we'll make that the dead-end platform for the Eastern Suburbs line. So first things first, we're going to have to put points on the hill, aren't we? Oh, the hill doesn't like having points on it. Can we just put a set of points in here? We can! That was surprisingly trouble-free. Hello! What are you? What are you doing? You are a freight train. This is not where freight trains go. So if you could please just sort of continue on your way and go be busy. Oh, you're probably going to the depot over near Tucson. Oh, that's fine then. Good for you. But yeah, so we've got this set of points here. So this should be a suitable turn-back location now for the Eastern Suburbs line. So we'll just bodgy him over to platform 5. No complaints. No, all good. All is well. There's our legacy there. Legacy of failure. So we'll probably keep these 2 as terminus platforms from the other direction and make these 2 the through platforms. Will that work? Yes, we will make it work by getting rid of that. And we will just sort of squeeze that in there. Okay, so apart from this weird bit of track here, that actually worked out really well. So if we get rid of that and that bit there, maybe we can sort of whoopity-whoop. Sort of make it look a bit better. That pretty much looks the same, if not worse. Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. What if we just double slip those points there? That also works. That doesn't look very attractive at all. I really don't like that. I'm going to hit the pause button and just demolish this whole thing. And then, of course, immediately regret it. Because it's never going to look as good as it did before, will it? So we're going to bring the first track in, sort of there. Collision. Yep, see, I knew something would go wrong. Oh, no, never mind. Just got a bit of track in the way. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so we're going to have to try that again. Let's just run. Nope, okay. Nope, that's just automatically failed. Let's try that a third time. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. That's fine. That looks fine. Do we want to connect this track up anyway, just in case? It's probably sort of asking for trouble, isn't it? Now, we could run that straight through there. That's fine, and we could double slip that. That's probably going to be the easiest way to do it. Actually, no, you know what? No, I got a better idea. We're not going to make that the terminus platform. Construction not possible. I'm not constructing, I'm demolishing. Wow, never seen construction not possible when I've got the bulldozer out. What we'll do is we'll make the center platform the turn back. See, I'm not as dumb as I look. Well, I am, but I don't like to let on that I am. Yeah, that looks a bit better there. So that way the Eastern Suburbs line trains will come in on, let's just fix that up. Number 4, please. Problem solved. See? All is good in the hood. So yeah, do we want to connect these platforms up just as a just-in-case thing? I'm going to say no, and then as we expand, we'll probably just end up putting more dead-end platforms in over there. Just because, well, that way it's closer to town, and town can sort of expand into this area as we go, and we've got the bridge. We'll be fine. Famous last words, I know. But yeah, so the theory is that trains going this way will use this track, trains going this way will come in through this track, and we'll just have to tweak this end of the junction as well with some more liberal use of the bulldozer. Yeah. Let's see if I can link this track here up with this here and make it a nice smooth curve. I can't. Okay, it didn't really work. What if we start it all the way back here and bring it around like that? That's a bit better. Yeah, see, that looks a bit more natural. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. What if we bring this up here? I sort of wanted to connect smoothly through there, but I don't think it's going to do that. Maybe we'll have to parallel with this track. No, with this track here a bit. Not that far. Maybe up to about there. And then it can shoot off over to there. It's not great. I don't like it. I'm undoing it. So today, Transport Fever part whatever the hell we're up to. I rebuild a station 6 times. Let's just do that. That's not great, but we might be able to shoehorn a depot in there. And we'll sort of connect this up on this side as well, just in case. What do we want to connect it up like that? And we'll set points in like that. Obviously, nothing will be using that because that's the turn back, but it just helps to have flexibility so we don't end up with trains wandering through the wrong route when they're trying to get back to a depot. Looking at you, freight train. Yeah, you smug prick. So yeah, we'll throw a signal there just for signal sakes, and then we'll press on with building some more double track action. So yeah, once that freight train gets out of the road, we should be able to sort of merge everything in over here. Do we still need these points? Why are these points here? Well, they're gone now. I probably still needed them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll find out if and when we need them when everything goes tits up. So again, we'll prepare for the quad tracks by putting the tracks over on this side of the bridge. So naturally, because it's Tucson, all the other tracks on this side will come down here and be like, oh no, we stuffed it up. You know, because that's sort of par for the course. Maybe eventually we'll just have to sort of squidge this corner. We'll just have to remove this corner and squidge all the tracks over a bit so everything's on the right side, because I'm pretty sure the next bridge is going to have to be on this side. In fact, that's probably something we should do now so I don't come back to it later and go, damn it, past T-Neck, or what the hell have you done? So, you know, what was that thing I said about rebuilding the whole station several times? Yeah, it's happening. In fact, let's just take the lazy option and smoosh the junction in sort of here. Problem solved. And we'll make that future trends problem anyway, even though I just said I wouldn't. That actually looks kind of nice having it on the corner. Because quad tracks, we are a fair way away from quad tracks at this stage. I mostly just want to get the pretty circle route set up for now. Make that a one-way signal just so no one gets confused. So far, no one is confused. And I'll pop a one-way signal in there as well. We'll probably need a signal before the bridge too, because otherwise we've got a big old gap between... No, I thought you were the freight train going the wrong way. Yeah, we've really made a meal of this whole thing, haven't we? Ah, dear. Oh, well. Well, at least this looks kind of pretty. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this. Put a one-way signal in there as well, and one there just to make sure no one gets the wrong ideas about what platform they want to use. Good. So Boston is set up. Tucson is set up. All we need to do is sort of remove this track here now that all of the trains are off it. We'll get rid of the station, and we'll just sort of bulldoze our way back up along the road. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. That is a lot of bulldozer noise in my headphones right now. Hopefully I don't actually bulldoze anything we're still using. Let's just be a bit more careful as we approach the junction. Well, that looks kind of weird without the actual junction bit. It looks like I've just sort of failed at building track. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Now, I'll leave that bit there. We might want to double track again, and I'll be like, why did I get rid of that track there? I was using it. So, we now have a clear shot to get over to San Bernardino, and we don't have to worry about terrain problems. So what I'm wondering is, and bear with me, this is going to sound crazy. What if we build the passenger train sort of up the hill a little bit so we can then sort of shoot across the freight line without having to actually cross the freight line? It's probably not that crazy an idea. So what if we sort of build a bit of track up here? That's probably a bit too something. I don't know. It's too something. It's too high, maybe? I don't know. It didn't look right. Make it flat. Now, if we build that like that, we're building straight towards a quarry. So we've sort of knackered that already, haven't we? What if we build it? No, that's way too high. What if we build it back in? No, that's way too low. Okay. Didn't think this through. Yeah, something like that. Can we build that and then build a bridge? We can. Oh, see? I don't think that looks too bad. Now, what if we... No, okay. No. Okay. So it has to stay flat, and then we have to remove the hump. So, yeah, we'll just start that again and build it sort of... Can we get it sort of... No, I want it to stay straight, please. I want it to be straight. No, without attaching to that. No, up. Yeah, like that. But do the bridge thing you did before. Okay, so you clearly... Oh, there we go. And if we keep it straight, we slam straight into a quarry. Right, okay, so the concept is sound. It's more the execution we need to work on. So build it at a bit more of an angle and keep it flat. Okay, so that's fine. That's good, that's good. We'll, once we get the bridge, we can remove that bit of track there. Now, that's perfectly straight. Okay. Not hating this. Not hating this at all. And let's find a nice bridge. We've sort of overused that one. I like this one. This one looks kind of cool. What about the girder bridge? Yeah, it's a bit nah. Let's go with this one. Yeah, no, that's a wooden one. Let's go with this one. This one's one for the ages, sort of. Now, can we shrink it back a bit? It's a bit too bridgy for me. We may have to remove the road. Okay, so it'll let me bridge to about here. That's okay. Let's just change the bridge type. No, we had it. That was, no. There, yep. Okay, good. Dang, bang, commit to it. God, I hope we want a bridge there, because we've got one. Now, if I then take that off, see, now it's going to come back down to earth. It's a bit more of a hump than I expected. What if I drag it out a bit? And I want to keep it straight. Lock it in. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, the slope's a bit extreme, but it is for passenger trains, so I think they'll go okay. And now what we do is get rid of this end of the bridge and bring the tracks back down to the lower level, sort of. Now that is going downhill. It just thinks it's flat for some reason. Yeah, bring it down here like this, and then that's really not too much of a grade. And now we've got a handy dandy little flyover going over the quote-unquote highway and the freight lines and the other passenger line as well. Cool. I really like that. Let's see if we can stuff it up somehow. Right, now that we've got the bridge in place, let's double track it and watch everything go tits up when we have bridge pillar collisions. I'm sorry, did that just work first go? What's the catch? Is there a floating pillar somewhere that's not attached to anything? There's got to be something wrong with it. No way does that work first go with no problems. Okay, it kind of did. Well, I'm okay with that. I'm not looking that particular gift horse in the mouth. I'm making sure that joins up though. But that is pretty awesome. I'm super happy with that. Now we need to have this junction down here. Shall we say there? I think we shall. And then run this track down, obviously, alongside until it meets up with this track. And obviously we'll need to junction that. No, that's not going to work. We'll try coming in from this way. No, it's really not going to work. Okay. So, keeping that single track then? No, we won't. We'll bulldoze it and start again and hope for the best. Please work. We'll try bringing that in like that and then have a second track come up like that. That's okay. There we go. Just in case the Eastern Suburbs line gets a bit busier, I mean, we probably do need to put some more trains on there. We've probably neglected it in the last few parts. But, yeah, connect that up. And that should be okay. Everything should be... Oh, look at that. It's even automatically using the other track. Good. So that's the junction all tidied up. So we'll probably chuck some signals on this hill here and just hope our trains don't sort of stall on the way up to our fancy new bridge. However, it's a bridge to nowhere. which actually does sound like something I would build. I should probably throw down some signals on this line here now that we've got trains using it every which way. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Hello. Yeah, how do you like that hill you're climbing? You like it? 56 of 56 passengers. Okay, no wonder you're struggling. You're quite well loaded there, friend. We don't need this signal anymore. It is on the wrong side and probably going to cause problems at some point. We will, however, put a one-way signal in there, though. Now, the Eastern Suburbs line is using the turnback accordingly. The other two lines are using the terminus platforms. Everything is lining up nicely. We probably will have to look at expanding that Eastern Suburbs line in fairly short order. But first I want to connect this track up to San Bernardino, set the loop going, and then we'll worry about everything else when we worry about it. Now, for some reason, this thing's decided to gouge out the landscape, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna bring it back a bit and hope it doesn't do that. There we go. It'll actually flatten out now. It's much better. It's not, because I mean, sometimes when you come off a bridge, the track has a tendency to dip down. I can only assume that's because it's trying to adjust to the difference between the slope of the bridge and the lay of the land, so to speak. So, can we get it to, what contour line do we want to stay on? We sort of want to stay on this one. I'm thinking we might actually just tunnel through this mountain here. I mean, we've got the money, and I would like to sort of duck around. Let's just try and keep it flat. No, that's not going to work, no. We'll just sort of duck around here. There's the former livestock line. No. What would it cost us to tunnel through there? 2 million. That's probably a bit extreme. Is there a shorter distance we can tunnel? Well, we probably shouldn't have built that bit of track that we did. Let's try running a track sort of around like that and just sort of tunnel through that bit there. See, that's only 670 grand. And it will bring... Oh, God, that got very expensive very quickly. Yeah, let's just leave it there. That's the sort of the minimum amount of tunneling. I'm sort of being a bit reckless with the old money here because we've got 10 million in the bank. So I think we can afford to be a little callous if it means we end up with a really cool looking railway line that for some reason dips into the tunnel and then climbs back out of it. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, we probably stuffed up there. Well, we're going to make use of it for a few years because I just spent, $2 million on it. Oh God, we really bodged this up, didn't we? Really T-nicked that one up. Oh well, just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Just, okay. Okay, I know what I've done. Let's try that again. And bring it up. Yeah, okay, so this is the price we pay for measuring once and cutting twice, because we really stuffed that up. So, when we're doing a historical tour of the area, we can say, here's the former tunnel that was replaced within 2 days because the original architect was a numbnut. And there's the new tunnel, which we will now use until the end of time, because we've all up spent $3 million on this project and the rest. That's not counting the money. What's complaining? What's the problem? Mesquite Goods Factory. Try to ship more items. Well, shouldn't the plastics train be doing that? You're interrupting things. Are you leaving with a full load of goods? You're not. So that's really on you there, champ. Is it because... Where are we sending the goods to? Is it because Columbia is full of goods? No, they're only at 20%. What are you whinging about? There's capacity on the train. Is it because the trucks aren't transporting enough goods that you're sort of backing up a bit? Okay. Maybe we need to ship the fuel directly from here into town. Well, we interrupt this connection bit to fix the problem that we've got going on over at Mesquite Goods Factory, apparently. So we might have to just straight out deliver the fuel rather, by truck into Columbia, which is okay because it's a fairly short distance. We can get it much cheaper over there. That'll do fine. So what we'll do is we'll set up a new line, or do we just redirect the... How did we do the deliveries here? We want trams, road vehicles, Columbia deliveries. Okay, so what we want is we just want them delivering to... Oh no, they are just delivering there. Okay. Oh, that's right, because we moved the station so it caught both the commercial and the industrial. Right. We need a new delivery from here. I don't know why we shipped it by train over there just to truck it back in the first place. We really didn't think about that. No, that's not how you spell Columbia. Columbia fuel deliveries. Boom. There we go. We'll have you full load up there, please. And we'll chuck on some trucks there, and hopefully that will free up a bit of capacity here because the fuel won't need to come through here. Yeah, I know, I'm fixing it. Truck depot, please. Well, I say truck depot, it's a horse cart depot. Let's go with 6 to start with and send you out on C. C for Columbia, dummy. Now, let's see if that addresses the problem, because otherwise we're going to have to ship goods somewhere else. But first, I want to finish this loop. It's been sort of 2 episodes in the making. How are we going to connect that up with only the 1-track bridge? Well, you idiot, we're just going to duplicate the bridge like we promised we would. Eventually, that's probably going to be a quad-track bridge. Is anything using those points? Yes, okay. Oh, yeah, duh, because we haven't double-tracked the other end of the bridge. It's been a long day. Go easy on me. Okay, now that's better there. So no, you still want to use that. Okay, well, let's just, boom. Has that fixed it? That fixed it. Smashed it. Nailed it. Good. Now, can we fit a junction in here? Without stuffing up the bridge? I hope so. We'll just do this side for starters. Okay. Okay, that's good. And now we will seamlessly do the other one under a moving train. Don't null segment me. Okay, that's not really going to work. Let's try, what if we do this? There we go. Doing it from the other way. And under a moving train, we will do some track work. Oh God, I've made them phase out of existence. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We will be going through a gap in the time-space continuum. Please bear with us. All will be well. And that is that. Good. We'll probably end up having to fix this junction at some point because it's a bit of a mess. And it seems to be overrun by chickens going from the sound effects. Can we fit a signal on the bridge? Oh, yeah, we can. I thought it would sort of overhang. That actually looks really good. So you come off the bridge and you can pick which platform you want to go to. But yes, we now have the potential to have a full loop set up. And I'm glad I spent all the money double tracking this when I clearly didn't over here. The left hand does not even know what the right hand is doing any given day in this game. That's a weird kink coming down to the tunnel, isn't it? It's not really straight. It sort of goes whip just a bit to the right. Now we'll just run with it. It's fine. I don't want to rebuild the tunnel a 3rd time, although you know that's coming one day. Is that a weird hump that I can get rid of? No, it's just a hill. A hump is just a hill. And more signals, more signals. This is riveting viewing, I'm sure, watching me put signals down. I'm not going to get really anally retentive and make sure they line up because we'll be here all day and they don't line up. No, don't fall down that rabbit hole. Now, we need to find the railway line that we are editing, the Minneapolis line. So, we want him to... what have I done? What did I just do? Why are they going through these platforms? Yeah, I kind of want you to go through... What have... Oh, because I put the one-way signals in. That's right. It should correct itself. I mean, it already wants to use the loop, but in the worst possible way. So after San Bernardino, platform 1, I want you to go to Tucson. I'll change that to platform 5, please. Yeah, now you're broken. And after Tucson, I want you to come down through Boston. Yeah, see, it's all starting to make sense now, isn't it? And then San Bernardino, I want you to go through, not platform 3, but platform... What? No, 3 is fine, actually. 3 is fine. So we've got this weird sort of situation where it crosses itself, but that should be okay. Now, everything lines up fine at Tucson. Yep. Straight through the junction, straight on the main line. Straight down to Boston. I think we've done it. We've got our first loop set up. The Minneapolis line is now a proper loop. I like it. And now all we need to do is extend the Ventura Minneapolis link line down to fulfill the other direction of that loop. So I use the other tracks that are currently unused. Stop complaining, Mesquite Goods Factory. We'll get to you. I'm doing very important things. Where is that train? Also, we will need to connect up this platform that we forgot to connect up last time. Can we double track that bridge? We can, and we don't end up with an awkwardly placed column in the stupid spot that I would have expected. I need to have more faith in this game. This game has just been delivering 10 out of 10 today. It is just fantastic. I would rate this game as an accurate way to plan a real-life transport network, right down to the fact that the tree is growing into the bridge. No, I kid, of course. Ventura to Minneapolis link line, please. After Minneapolis, platform 1 is fine. I will have you come up here, and I'll send you through. Yeah, see, look at that. You already know which way I want you to go. Through platform. No, actually, no, you don't. I want you to go through platform 4. Yeah, that one. That's 4. After San Bernardino, I want you to come on down to Boston, which you're sort of doing already. No, you're not. You've disappeared. God knows where that train's trying to go. Down through Boston. No, not number 4. I want you to go through number 5. Yes, keep the loop going. See, you figured it out. And then up through Tucson, platform 5. Huzzah! And that should line up correctly down at San Bernardino again. Platform 1. Boom. Smashed it. Knocked it out of the park. Look at that. We now have our 2 circles. And we'll call this the... I'm trying to move the map while I'm writing. Now we need to come up with a cool name for this line. We'll call it the Ventura line, I guess. Because it's the... But it goes through Minneapolis as well, and that's the Minneapolis line, so... Yeah, what are we gonna call it? Let's just call it the Central line, because that line got sort of usurped by the former Central line, which became the Central East line, or Southeast Central line, or Central Up Down line, or Central line. Hey, that's a cool name. And the Minneapolis line we should probably rename to be the Nashville line, because that's probably more accurate. We'll call that. Actually, no. Why don't we call them both the Minneapolis line, and we'll have in brackets. Rockford, because that's where this ends up. Yes. And we'll call this one Minneapolis line Ventura, because that's where that one ends up, because they both go through, well, Minneapolis. Okay, I think that works. Yes. Why is there people only waiting on one platform down here? Did I make it stop at Minneapolis on the return? I don't think I did. I did not. I really screwed the pooch on that one. There we go. That's better. Platform 2. Yes, you're happy. And yeah, now it knows there's 2 platforms. Are you still complaining? Okay, we need to sort this out. But yay, we got the loop set up that I promised we would do last time. How cool is that? It goes from Rockford and Ventura, sort of 2 of the more far-reaching stations, through this bustling metropolis of Minneapolis, which I've decided I really want to deliver goods to, because shopping. And then on to Boston, which is, the original metropolis thing. So, yeah, Minneapolis, I think, would be a good target for the goods coming out of Mesquite. The problem is, even though we have railway lines there, we don't really have the trackage. We can come down here. We'll need to put a Y in there. And, we've got a new train. We've finally got a new train. Oh, I'm weak at the knees. But yeah, so we'll put a Y in there, then run the train down through here, down to Minneapolis, somewhere, and then maybe even just have the freight station on this side of the passenger station, and then just truck it in from there, I guess. How are we looking at? We're looking at pretty flat over here. And, I mean, I don't think we'll need to expand this station beyond 4 platforms. I can't see any other destinations. Building a line across to Rockford directly is probably not high on the agenda. The only thing I can think of is a line up the hill to Columbia, and then on to Gainesville that way. But again, it's a big climb, and bugger it, change at Rockford. Just, whatever. So I think a freight station down here is eminently doable. We'll put it on the hill above the passenger station, and can we get it to line up perfectly? What if we go 2 tracks? No, we can't get it to snap, unfortunately. I want it to sort of line up so it's almost the same height. Oh, that was pretty close. Something like that. Yes. Is that the same height? Autosave's doing its thing. Yeah, look at that. That looks really cool. Sort of, there's a bit of subsidence here. But otherwise, it looks pretty cool. 2 tracks, probably unnecessary. But, better to plan for the future. No, we want to have a track coming in here, because we're probably going to double track this anyway. We'll just hit pause in a minute if we need to. There's no trains in the area? No, we probably won't need to hit pause. We will just have this come down here as a temporary measure. We will double track it. I stand by my word. And we'll send that track in like that. Yeah, I know, you've complained briefly. And then we will send this down. No. We'll send this one down. No, that still won't connect up. Okay, we'll send this one up. That's better. And we'll just have this join up sort of like that, I guess. And then we'll just have a set of points in here. So when I demolish this set of points, no one complains. See, no complaining. And then we'll just double track up to Nashville. Don't drag too far in case the game has a conniption. This level crossing is going to prove to be a problem. Nope. And run it up like that. There is a train. Oh, he's left, so we can safely demolish that track and no one will be upset, hopefully. No, we're good. We're happy. Everyone's happy. Everyone's golden. We'll stop being that a one-way signal because it doesn't need to be, and we'll just throw down some intermediate signals along the route. Don't want to block the crossing because of all the many road vehicles using that at the moment. Poof. Good. More signals. Down over here we'll need a one-way signal there, please. And we should probably chuck one down here for good measure. Yeah, I like that. Now the only thing left to do is somehow connect that road up with the rest of town. And there's a honking great railway line on the way. May not have thought this through. I know, shocking. What if we put a bridge over here? That's... Oh, actually... No, even though it isn't a giant canyon, to span a bridge across there would probably be overkill. So let's look at a medium street. Show me a medium street doing that. And then show me that in bridge form. Okay. That's definitely a thing that's occurred. There's got to be an easier way to build bridges. What if we try and do it in smaller steps? So if we drag that out like that, and then have it go whoop up like that, and then we have it come across. No, keep it straight. Keep it straight. And no. Okay. So we need to drag it back to about there. I just want to have the shallowest bridge possible. Is that a word you use to describe bridges? Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go, something like that, but flat. Okay, flat doesn't work. What if we... No. Okay, there we go. That's kind of a thing. Okay, what if we... Okay, well, it's a smaller bridge, which is what I wanted. I am, however, concerned with the design of it. First of all, it doesn't clear one of the tracks. Second of all, it looks ridiculous. And third of all, it looks frickin' ridiculous. But, you know, we've got the right idea. So if we can drag you out a bit. Okay, still looking ridiculous. Still looking ridiculous. What if we just... No, okay, that's just making it far worse. Just stop, it's already dead. Let's just give up on that concept and start again. So what do we say? What did we say? Level crossing? Who said level crossing? I heard level crossing. I think that's fine. Oh god, we've buggered the landscape. Whoops-a-daisy, and let's just forget we ever tried anything to do with anything ever. That's the lesson here, kids. Don't try. Just don't try. Now, are we gonna? You're gonna dig furrows out of the landscape, aren't you? Of course you are. That's a bit better. And we just want a road coming down here to that intersection. Perfect. Perfect. We got there eventually. And when I say eventually, I mean, boy, that last horse took a while to cross the finish line. Can we get this any cheaper? Yeah, 27 grand. That's doable. And where are we going to run this stuff to? The commercial district, obviously. Do we want to have a... We'll probably have a second truck stop up in the industrial one, so it doesn't really matter if we only catch the commercial at this stage. One building will be removed. I was hoping to avoid that. 21 grand? Doesn't really catch much of the commercial area, does it? What if we sacrifice a building? Even then, not much. Oh, okay. What if we demolish 2 buildings? That really does not help us much at all. And it costs us 200 grand. Yeah, just... well, hang on, we've got a gap here. Can we shoehorn a tiny road in? Aha! Yeah, that's how we do it. That's definitely how that happened. Fair enough. That's a tram depot, so that's literally no good to us. You can't build the type of horse we need at that tram depot. Because, you know, horses coming out of a depot is already weird, but, you know, we can only build certain types of horse-drawn carriages there. We have to build ones that don't require rails. Would help if I set the line up first. Let's go boom, and boom, and then have you full load. And we'll call this Minneapolis Deliveries. There we go. Stick with the theme. The theme is good. The theme works. Why are the two visible lines both losing money? Oh, I guess they're the passenger lines. They're still waiting to sort of decide that they want to be used. Now we'll build 4 for starters because we actually don't have a train for these guys yet. Chuck you on Minneapolis deliveries. Now we need to get about getting a train. Oh, also we need to finish double tracking the line because I sort of got distracted. Shocker. And forgot to finish what I started. I'm glad it's an empty train coming up this hill because wacko, that's quite a grade. We'll just run that around alongside. Oh, here comes the passenger train. Hello. And bring this down to the oil siding. And, we're going to have to somehow reconcile this, aren't we? Because now we have 3 tracks when we only need 2. If we line that up with the points, we should be able to... Yeah, not perfect. We'll probably demolish it at a later date. We'll probably demolish it now, because what the hell is going on there? Yeah, definitely won't stand for that. Let's try building that alongside a bit before we come in like that. Is that going to be better? That's much better. Still ugly as hell, but, you know, it's the ugly duckling. It'll grow up to be a big, profitable freight line. Hello, speaking of freight lines, how are you doing? Quite well, and you're bringing in a load of 37 fuel for our trucks, which are struggling to deal with the fuel they have. So, more fuel probably not necessary. We can get rid of that signal there because we are going to, once this train goes through, we are going to be connecting this up. Actually, we can probably connect it up now because the train is going the other way. There we go. No, it's just the goods factory complaining. I thought I might have broken the passenger train. The way he's whistling, I think he is broken. Yeah, we get it. You're coming into the station, Chief. Calm down. Oh, trainees, I tell ya. Now, let's throw a few more signals on this hill so our goods train can stall trying to go up the hill. And we'll need to put a one-way signal down at the end. We already have. May as well put an intermediate there. Right, okay, so the only thing left to do now is put a Y junction in here. This is really becoming a complicated junction, isn't it? So, where do we have signals? We have some signals here. So I'm thinking straight shot across here, really. We'll sort of... Yeah, because we've already got the points in place here. So, we can just have another set of points and peel the line off like that. And then bring it around sort of here. That's not too bad of a corner. And then connect this up like... say like that. Are we going to fit the other set of points in before the crossing? Too much slope. Why does that fill me with dread? I get the feeling it's going to make a meal of the crossing, so we won't do that. Yeah, what are we going to do about that? Because we've got the connection. Actually, what if we bring the connection back a bit and have it come in like that? Aha! There we go. 65 is probably pretty reasonable. It's going to be a slow freight train. And then we got plenty of room to put a set of points in here. And we'll go 65 again because we don't need to go any faster. And it doesn't muck our crossing up too much. I mean, there's still a bit of a bump there, but I think that's unavoidable. You're a one-way signal now. Hopefully the freight train can fit on this Y junction here. Because otherwise if it's waiting for the line, it might back up on the main. We will need a third platform up here for the goods train. Yes? You're still complaining, aren't you? And you're starting to back up on the old production too. So yeah, we really need to take action here. Is that going to connect up? No, there's a crossing in the way. Of course there is. There's always a crossing in the way. Yep, autosave, you do your thing. And I'll see if I can connect this up on the other side of the crossing. Please don't make a mess. No, that actually looks really good. Cool. That was surprising. Probably don't need to double track that yet because only a few trains using it. All that's left to do is really to supply a train. That depot is completely wrong for what we want. Completely wrong. That literally could not be more wrong. So, what do we have in the way of depots that we can access? We've got... Do we have one down near Boston? I can't remember. I don't think so. Yeah, we've got one down at Orange. Also completely wrong. Maybe it just has to be this depot over here. The one we built for the log train. Also, that's right, we got a new train, didn't we? We got the Mogul. Hello. What are you? You are a 260. Okay. You are a tender locomotive. Yeah, that's helpful. This type of locomotive was widely built in the US from the early 1860s. Why the hell are we only getting it in 1885 then to the 1920s? Doesn't say what it was used for. So, okay, let's compare some stats. That's a freight engine. I'm already seeing that the power and the tractive effort for the Mogul is higher. What about the General? It's 45 k's now. Ooh, 75. I reckon the Mogul might just pip the post for both of them, really. Now, running cost, 160 grand a year, 114, 52. Okay, so it's a significant step up. Build date, 1871, 1885. Yeah, okay, so significantly more modern. Lives for 40 years. I reckon that'll do for our goods train because, well, it is going to have to get up that big hill out of Nashville. So let's just put me down for one of those. Yeah. It occurs to me we haven't set a line up yet, so we'll come back to you. Let's quickly set a line up from here. Rockford South over to Minneapolis. Yeah, Holt, sure, why not? I was going to say freight yard, but sure. Now, what is this? This is goods from... Where's it coming from? No, it's coming from Mesquite, technically. Huh. What did we actually call that that line? The lines going up there. We called it Rockford, so we'll say goods from Rock to Minneapolis. That'll do. Good. So goods from Rock to Min, full load there, and we should probably buy you some wagons before we send you on your way, because at the moment you are no good to anyone. So let's look at the standard box car. What's that? 6, capacity of 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 70 is a round number. That'll do. And you are on the goods line. Rock to Min, please. Waiting for free path. What are you waiting for? Oh, that passenger train. That's fair enough. Oh, here he goes. He's going anyway. No, he's not. He's stopped. Okay, well, you can go away, passenger train. I want to watch our train come into the depot. You're also stopping. What are we all waiting for? Come on, the factory's still complaining. The people came here to see trains. The people are not seeing trains. Also, we still have pretty buildings in the background because they're all multicolored. What are we all waiting for? You are waiting in a red signal for something. Oh, because I didn't put any intermediate signals on this track when I double tracked it. The amateur hour strikes again. Okay, if we put a few signals in, is someone going to move? Oh, here we go. We're missing it. Let's actually shoot down to the junction and watch him overtake this this passenger train. Yeah. We're looking the wrong way. That's better. Yes, meet your replacement, 440 the General. The 260 Mogul will be the death of you. And I bet they just closed the doors on the last van, didn't they? So hard to get good help these days. Now that is an impressive looking engine. It's bigger too. Not that size really matters. That's what they tell me anyway. Adult humour. Okay, that was pretty cool. I'm quite happy with our new acquisition, and we've also managed to hold up the... Seriously? That is all you can muster? One wagon of logs? What do we pay you for? Gosh. And for some reason we're still getting fuel shipped up here, which is not entirely what I wanted. We might have to retrofit... Why are you bringing oil up to... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, you know what? That's actually not that bad of a thing, because if we bring fuel... if we bring oil in here, you know, on what would... No, because we need to bring fuel in there, not oil. Oh, we've really made a meal of this, haven't we? Okay, I'm going to have to do some fixing. I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so the solution I settled upon, we can see them all marching out now, was to send the other, what do you call them, horse carts back to the depot for scrap. That's right, I'm even scrapping the horse. It's off to the glue factory for them. And I've had to build more horse carts that are actually fitted to a single type of goods, which is frustrating. It will be especially annoying if we decide to deliver food here, because at the moment now I've only got goods trucks on this route, so they won't actually pick up that fuel. So I'm assuming we'll just sort of use the fuel to heat the station in winter or something. You know, it's the middle of a desert. It gets cold. And then the route from here to here only carries fuel. So they will stop trying to transport oil there and then back up there. Originally, I thought that might be okay, but of course we need to transport fuel there. I thought if the carts are running empty from here to here, then they can carry oil. But yeah, there's probably a more elegant way to do things, but I needed a solution quickly because this factory has finally stopped complaining. I guess the goods train has arrived. No, but it knows it's coming. Where is the goods train? Is this the goods train? No, it's the planks train. Okay. So hopefully that will start our production chain up. You might have remembered before I've spoken about if industries have nothing to or no reason to transport goods, they won't. That is why log production is significantly down here, because the sawmill up here has no demand for planks from this factory. So if we can transport goods out of here, they'll request more planks. Therefore, these guys will want more logs. Therefore, more logs will be transported and all will be well. How did everything work out at this junction here? Everything seems to be on the right track. That's good. I'm really proud we got that loop set up. That was literally the entire point of this episode. We had to sacrifice one of our oldest lines to do it. And we sort of haven't gotten to look at it or even finish double tracking this section here, which I will now do. Because yeah, I'm really proud of that. I think it's a cool loop. Going from, you know, some stations to some other stations. I like it. Okay, let me have this. Let's just finish double tracking this. Can we connect this up without removing the points? Because I don't want to upset the train that's already on the route. We can. Good. And we'll come down this end and connect this end up as well. And he's actually on the right track, so it doesn't really matter if we demove. I was trying to say demolish and remove at the same time and ended up with demove. It's like a French version for Move Milk, the delicious flavoured milk. Vanilla malt forever, by the way. This signal here is probably extraneous. We can get rid of that. We've got signals down by the tunnel, so it's just a matter of populating the rest of the line with some normal through signals there. Chuck them in there. They are fairly well spaced out because obviously we don't have any trains running on this route at the moment. And speaking of trains on that route, to finish up today, I think we're going to have to take some action on that because well, we've got this massive route, and I don't think the frequency for either of those lines is particularly good. 27 minutes and 43 minutes. Yeah, we can do better. Oh, we still haven't double tracked this section either. Oh, what am I thinking? I'm so proud of this loop I've got set up, and it's not finished yet. We can't run hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trains on a line if it's only single track. I bet I'm building this track on completely the wrong side for Minneapolis too. If we come down to... Oh no, it's actually the right side. It lines up. Everything is going according to plan. This is how I meant everything to work out. Too much curvature. Right. I don't know why that would be a thing. Now autosave's interrupting. You know what? I'm just gonna hit pause real quickly, do a sneaky bulldoze, do a sneaky track build, and unpause. It's like nothing ever went wrong. And we'll just chuck some signals down at the crossing. Yes, good. Okay, so that junction is already in place, and we'll just populate this line up here with some signals. That is a signal on completely the wrong side, so you can... No, I don't want to demolish that track. That will just cause chaos. We also have a factory here that we can use at a later date if we so desire, but given its location at the bottom of a crevice, probably not an in-demand location because we're basically going to be hauling goods uphill no matter which way we go. So put some signals in at the end of that bridge there. That's another particularly impressive looking bridge, except for this weird kinky bump thing at the end. What if we just... Oh, main connection will be removed. Go cry a river. Let's just... There we go. That looks a bit better. I'm quite happy with how that bridge worked. This bit over here, probably not as important, but this bit looks kind of cool. Yes, good. Now that we've double-tracked... Have we double-tracked that entire section? We have. We haven't. Okay, so we need to put another track in. Coming into Rockford. Just around the corner. How are we going to do this with this junction, by the way? This is such a convoluted junction. There's got to be a way to clean it up. And that is a way that we will... Well, that is a thing we will deal with at another date. I will just take the easy way out. If you could snap, you will snap. There we go. We'll just put a second track in here, just in case we have two trains waiting to use the platform at the same time. Bring that track around there and then just amalgamate it down like that. Good, because yeah, obviously we don't want them blocking our freight trains if we can avoid it. So make that a one-way. That's the only train using that track, yeah. Yeah, because that's the track from the depot. Of course it is. Of course, of course, of course. Make you a one-wayer, and nothing else was interrupted. Good. Yeah, so this junction, I'm probably going to demolish the entire thing and rebuild it at a later date. But yeah, we need more trains, and we need better trains, because this is going to be a pretty major route. It's going to be making us some decent money eventually. It's actually turning a profit as it is, so all the more reason to upgrade it. So for starters, we're going with the Mogul. We're going with the Clerestory carriage. We'll stick with 4 because I'd rather have a couple more trains than longer trains. So how many vehicles do we have? We have 2. So if I replace them both, it's only 3.9 million. I'm not complaining, but yeah, good. So when those 2 trains go to their next station stop, they will be renewed and replaced with a Mogul. And I'm also going to buy 2 more. That was expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty much all the money in the bank. So this better pay off. This loot better work out for us. It really better work out for us. And you guys are on the Minneapolis line from Rockford as well, please. And oh, we're going to get another cross here. We've got one of our older passenger trains, which actually travels further with slower engine and cruddier carriages. Now, who cares about that? The shiny new toy is coming out. Let's just look at that instead. Oh, and there's a freight train coming too. And he stopped at a signal, which is probably a good thing. But yes, this is the way of the future, folks. The Mogul, the Clerestory carriage, the... Geez, you're keen. Are you trying to come out already? Wow. Good for you. Oh, we've got a lot of people waiting too. I'm assuming they're all waiting for... No, they're waiting for the Central East line. When we get a bit more money in the bank, we should probably upgrade that as well, because that is proving a very popular line. And they all want to go via Columbia. Oh, and the town has sort of expanded over here too. Good thing we can get that second street connection in. We might have to run a bus route. We do have a bus route in Rockford already. We might have to run a bus route over to this side of town to make sure they can enjoy the fruits of our station. Rockford is really growing as a town, though. I'm really impressed. The other thing we need to do is put more trains on the Ventura line, but we've sort of run out of money, so yeah, I might have to go back to turning that one around here for now. Otherwise, the frequency is going to be too low that no one's going to want to use it. See, I mean, actually, 2 people to San Bernardino, 1, so even though this one's got a far better frequency, they are still looking at using that line. I was sort of hoping while I yacked we'd get a bit of money in, but we're not really. Oh, here we go. We're going to see this chap upgrade when he comes into the station. Forgotten which platform he needs to use, so we'll just sort of wing it from this vantage point and zoom in once we figure out where he's actually going. He is going into this platform. Okay, that's going to be a hard one to get a view of. Yep, maybe. Yep. Oh, look at that backdrop. Oh, isn't that a nice station? You wouldn't mind if your train was late if you're waiting at a station like this, would you? No, you probably would. You'd probably get pissy. But, yeah, that's a much nicer view than most stations can advertise. Yep, profit, thank you. And ta-da! Big, shiny new train that's really keen to go. Yeah, he's raring to go. Go on. Okay, you've done your thing. 4 passengers. Yeah, that was money well spent. And, oh, here comes the other one. That's the poor old Ventura train. All 1 of them. We may have to divert one of these trains over to that line to redress the balance. Actually, on second thoughts, we can't do that because this is still a single track line. And yeah, the bank balance is not getting any better. Okay, temporary solution. We'll go back to this just being a shuttle to and from Ventura. But, you know, we'll rest assured we will finish the link next episode, I guess. I don't know. I thought it'd be done this time. Oh, I don't want to delete all those stations I just put in. Nah, we'll just let it keep going. It seems to be doing alright for itself. We'll just get rid of those points. But, you know, rest assured, next... Oh, did you drop any goods off and make money? Did you seriously not bring anything with you? What was the point of building you in the first place? You were supposed to make motzes of cash and So they've got all the goods waiting. There's 64 goods waiting for that stupid train, and he's run empty. Oh, I'm shaking my fist at the screen. You. No, I can't stay mad at you. Look how pretty you are. Well, go forth and get some goods. Get 70 goods and bring it down here for our trucks to deliver into Minneapolis. But yeah, no, more to come, folks. But that'll do us for tonight. I'm really glad we got this link in. I'm really impressed with this bridge. Can we see two trains going over and under each other? No, there's just no one in the area. Okay. Yeah, no, we definitely need to do some upgrades, though, because, wow, there's a lot of people waiting for the Central East Line. The Central East Line is going to be the next thing we have to upgrade. Because we gave Gainesville a bit of a boost last time with the extra carriage on its train. We had an extra carriage on the other train. We sort of didn't upgrade that one. Did we do it as a... Yeah, okay, we'll do it for that one as well. There we go. How many vehicles are on this line? There are 3. Okay, so we need to update you as well. Yes, 1.3 million. Well, that's burned the rest of the money in the bank, and we're back in the red again. But yeah, so Gainesville got a bit of an upgrade last time, but we'll need to turn our focus to the Central East Line, which is... It's really going to need a better name. In fact, I'm going to call it something better now, because Central East Line just sounds stupid. We'll call it the Columbia Line. That'll do for now. Until we can come up with a better name, like the Plano Line or something. That is a really roundabout way to get from Columbia to Plano. But no, enough yakking. We've set up our loop, and you can see it in all its glory here. Unfortunately, that means we killed our farm line. Everything... Okay, 2 of them ended up at that depot. God knows where the others ended up. I think at least one of them ended up over here. And there's a 4th train that's probably still roaming around trying to find a depot. But next time, we will find that train. We will find that train, because all of my trains are my family. I'm full of shit. No, next time we will continue our upgrades on the Central East Line, and we will probably keep upgrading this Minneapolis line, because that is becoming a real hit with the commuters. But until then, this has been Transport Fever. I've been T-Nick. I'd like to thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. But until then, later days.